Bum 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 bum.
Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy, and this is the AA
meeting. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are episode 123.
Oh my gosh.
1 2 1
1, 2,
3 2 1.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
I think that we should keep that as like a tradition for the whole of the 20s.
1 2 3 4. But wait, it's gonna be 1 2 4 though, you know? Or like 1 2 2.
1 2 1 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 3 4 3 2 1.
Oh, so
What are you on about?
Oh, because it's going 1 2 3. This one.
Oh right, yeah, 1 2. I see what you mean. Sorry, I thought you meant the song skips numbers. No, sorry, I clearly have not woken up yet this morning. We could remix it. We could do the game where you skip the numbers. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, 1 1 2 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 4. That's
Yeah.
what we could do.
Yeah. Okay, it's on.
Yeah.
We hope you're all well and good and happy and stuff.
Yes.
I feel like it's been a long fucking time since we sat down.
It's only been a week.
I know, but it's been a long fucking week.
It's been a big week.
We will tell you all about it after we do that special thing that we do at the start that's really creepy.
Yes.
Shall we do that now?
Yeah, let's do it now.
Roll the intro.
Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the. Sometimes it's really hard because I can't hear you rolling it, you know? So I'm like, are we in time?
Yeah, you're like, am I just out here rolling on my own?
Yeah, I know.
I'll never let you roll by yourself. Don't worry.
Thanks.
How was your week, Abby?
It was good. I got my hair cut.
Yeah, literally. Okay, so people I feel like most people listen, don't watch.
Yeah.
But if you're watching, that's the first thing you would have noticed. Abby's got short little hair.
I chopped it. I should have donated it. It was so much hair.
That's
It
true.
looked like a dead animal on the floor.
Lovely.
Like a freaking raccoon or something.
Yeah.
But I love it. Oh yes, my package got delivered. Jacko's bag acquired.
No, yay.
I would, if anyone's thinking of doing the chop,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mean being circumcised, I would recommend
Thank
it.
you for clarifying that.
Honestly, like,
Feel like a new woman.
the easiest thing. So people told me, like, you think it's easy, but then you have to style it because you can't just like tie it up in a high bun. And I get that. But like, if you just, when you wash it, then like when you blow dry it and then just like straighten it or give it a curl or whatever you want to do, then you're good for a whole week.
Yeah.
Because you don't tie it up and stuff. And then I just put a headband on when it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally the most easiest manageable hair ever. And I have really thick hair.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Maybe it's because you've cut off so much of the weight of it.
Yeah, and it's light. Like, my neck,
Yeah.
I feel like I can turn my head quicker.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
my
amazing.
neck's agile.
Yeah.
And, like, I straightened my hair this morning in, like, 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you. It looks
Thank
good.
you.
You really
Thank
suit
you.
it. Some
Thank
people,
you.
like, I feel like I've cut my hair not that short, but
Yeah.
like quite short, and I don't suit it because I look like Blondora. But I feel like it makes you look more mature. You know?
Yeah, I feel like it's like an accessory now.
Yeah.
Because when I wear, I mean, it doesn't really look like much when I'm wearing like a hoodie or something. But when I wear like a dress and like it's like cut
Yeah,
to
nice.
here, it like looks really good.
Yeah. It pulls the whole ensemble together.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm in my 20s.
I love that
now,
for you.
New era.
Yeah. Wait, you have been in your 20s for a while.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like now
Yeah.
I'm in my 20s.
Now you're not like. No, I feel like there is a difference actually between like young 20s and it's like
Yeah.
But then there's like a point where you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah,
I've got
okay,
it
welcome.
together. Thank
Yeah,
you.
You're welcome.
And so
I'm not there. I'm not welcoming you to the club because I don't fucking know how to get in. But you know,
yeah, it's very exclusive
Yeah.
in here. Yeah, but I would fully recommend anyone who wants to do the big chop do it. Yeah, because I feel like on some people like long hair suits them, but like on me, long hair was like a bit immature. You know?
I think it maybe makes you look younger for sure.
Yeah.
But I think this really suits you.
Thanks.
Welcome. Did your mum do it?
Yeah, mum did it. Thank
Lovely.
God. I'm so grateful that my mum is a hairdresser because like And I'm grateful I'm not a blonde either. But like, literally, this would have been really expensive in a salon.
Yeah.
And like, she did it for free.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Just lots of hugs and kisses.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah. No, so I was on the Gold Coast on the weekend with my boyfriend and then my sister and her boyfriend and my mom and my dad. And there was just like a lot of champagne, a lot of cheese.
Love that for you.
And like, it was great weather. We went to the beach, but we didn't like go to the beach. We just like went for a walk and stuff. And it was so nice. Like, I love the Gold Coast weather.
I was also there, like, I think I got there the day you left, but
yeah,
the weather was like, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
I know, during the day, but then as soon as the sun goes down,
Nighttime was a bit chillier.
Frozen.
But like nothing like here. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was like sitting out in the sun. Like, I think I got some colour on my legs at one point.
Damn,
couldn't believe it. Not a lot. Like, don't ask me to show you because you'll be underwhelmed. But beautiful. Did you do anything fun while you were there? Anything else?
We just went out to some dinners. Really.
Anywhere fun?
We went to this Greek place, and I've been really trying to like force myself to have olives because I know that I'm going to Greece and like they all have olives and like all the Mediterranean salads and whatever. And I'm not an olive girl. Like, I can have it sliced on pizza or something, but not really. And so I basically had like 50 olives all weekend and I had the biggest stomach ache ever. But I think I'm starting to like it because you know how it's salty?
Yeah.
And then you want more because it's
love
salty.
olives, yeah.
Yeah, so we went to this Greek place and like got all the foods and stuff. And like, I can't even remember the other. Oh, have you been to Jimmy Wa's in Burleigh? It's on the same strip as Justin Lane.
No,
it is amazing.
I know what you're talking about.
It's a bit more like, it's not fine dining, but it's like spenny. But every single plate of food is like insane. Next time you're home, you need to go with like Eshwin or your parents or something. It's like so good.
Cuisine is it?
It's like a Vietnamese fusion street food.
Yeah,
but
nice.
like today.
Yeah, lovely. Right up my alley.
Yeah, they have this like beetle leaf thing.
Yeah.
And it's like just one beetle leaf with all this shit in the middle, and like it tastes so, and you pick it up and eat it all in one, like a bite, and it is like the flavors. I feel like I'm Remy from Ratatouille when he eats the cheese and the grape at the same time.
Yeah.
And you know how it like explodes?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
You know what I reckon the Gold Coast does maybe slightly better than Sydney? And I think this is because so many, like, I was talking to someone actually the other day, I can't remember who it was, who was saying that like the Gold Coast used to be shit for like restaurants and coffee and stuff, but so many people from Melbourne moved up to get away from the cold, and so they have like an element of that like Melbourne, like modern street food fun.
And then also like all the cars driving around are all these bougie, like they're all like BMWs, Mercs, like I don't know, Range Rovers, like all the like Mercedes, they're all. Those are all the cars because all the rich people from Sydney and Melbourne wanted to move to the Gold Coast because they still want to be on the east, but like want the warmer weather. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like, I mean, there is places like that in Sydney, but it's a lot harder to find that kind of like, even just like trendy Mexican, you know what I mean? Like the Gold Coast does that really well, and I am yet to find somewhere here that I like as much as like...
No, me too. And like even Melbourne has great, like you just go around the corner and it'll be an amazing restaurant, whereas Sydney doesn't have that.
No, I think Melbourne's more of a foodie kind of destination.
Yeah.
Anyway. Lovely. Yeah, I was also on the Gold Coast. Wait, do you have anything else to share?
No.
I literally went back for 3 nights also. But yeah, I think you sent something to the group about like leaving or something the day that I got there. And I literally slept like the whole time.
That sounds so nice.
I was literally just like on the couch with the dog watching movies. It was lovely. Even though like I think we've talked about this before, like because I think you said that you're the same, but I start to feel guilty if I don't do something productive. And like I went with it in my mind that like I'm just not going to do anything for 3 days.
That's the best.
Because it's been like the biggest few months. But by the 3rd day I was like, God, I need to get out of the house.
Feel
and
like
do
a
something.
slob, hey?
Yeah, like you just feel gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it was good. I can't remember. I edited last night the episode that I think
that should come out next week.
Yes,
no,
but
Yeah.
Well, the next one to come out. Yeah. So last time we recorded was like that midweek, and I've been on. If you missed the last episode, I was doing an acting job last week, which we love an actress who's employed. We really do. I probably made that joke last week too. But I still had one night of the shoot that left to go. On the call sheet, it said that we would be finished at 10 o'clock, right? And I was like, okay, easy. Like, it'll probably go over a little bit, but like, you know, the other nights we've been going over by like an hour and a half. Anyway, we wrapped at 4 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Wild.
I know. And it wasn't like we were all like fart-assing around. Like, there was just like a lot left to do. And like, yes, some things probably didn't go as quicker as they would have on earlier nights. But like that crew, God, I don't know how they did it. They'd all been there till like 2, 3, 4 a.m. every morning. Like, so yeah, we wrapped at 4 a.m. It was in Strathfield. So then by the time I got back to here, it was 5. Couldn't sleep because I was so stressed about the fact that I wasn't going to sleep. So I slept for maybe an hour and then got up and went to teaching. I was telling Abby in the car, like, if you work with children, you know that it's just literally fucking impossible if you're tired. Like, there's nothing more excruciating than being in a room full of screaming children when you haven't had a good sleep. But I made it through the day, and then we went to the Vans concert that night. So I hadn't had a nap, and the trains were down, so we had to leave like way earlier and catch a bus.
Yuck.
It was dreadful. Well, no, we caught the train as far as Hurstville and then had to get the bus, right, which was terrible. But the show was really good. They're like really, really good performers. They just released an album last week. And I bought these tickets for Eshwin's birthday, like in March. So like we'd been looking forward to it, whatever. It was just like terrible timing that it was like my last week of uni and the film and that like all in one week. You know? Anyways, I was wrecked on Sunday. So that's why I literally went home and slept on the couch. But it was good. It's been a big fucking week. Like, it literally feels like I haven't seen you in 3 years. Yeah. Because so much has happened. You know what I mean? And now I'm on my uni break. So I have another week.
For how long? You have 1 more week.
Yeah. So today's Friday. I've got 1 more week and then I'm back the week after that. But like I'm getting towards the pointy end now. Because I'm doing a bachelor, it's like the first... Oh, God. And it's accelerated. The first 2 tries were for my diploma. Yeah. The next 2 have been for my advanced
diploma and the last one. And then,
yeah. So these ones are like structured a little bit differently, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Like, I'm just so keen to graduate and get back out there. You know what I mean? Particularly like doing that job and whatever. Like, it just like reminded me how much I've missed. Like, actually just like slogging it out and doing the hard yards, because like I haven't really had a chance to be out there auditioning and stuff because of uni. But yeah, anyway, it's been a big couple of weeks. I don't know how I'm still tired, even though I've just slept for days.
I feel like it just lasts forever. Yeah. I don't think I ever feel rejuvenated.
No, you see these ads on TV of people like waking up and they look so fresh. And that's a fucking lie, right? That's a lie. Or is that a glandular thing? I wonder. I have been thinking about this a lot recently. Abby and I have both had glandular fever, which is called the kissing disease. Don't ask any questions.
We got it from each other. From
exactly. But they say that stays with you forever. And so I wonder if that's why I never feel rejuvenated, or if that's just a human thing.
I'm going to say a glange thing. Let's blame it on that, because then I feel like if it's just like, oh no, we're just messed up, then it's like, I'm going to blame it on the glange thing. Yeah, because we're perfect.
Exactly. That's so true, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Anyway, that's about it for the weekly recap. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so.
Anything exciting coming up that you'll be able to tell us in 2 episodes' time?
Are you leaning into something?
No, yeah, I said that like I was like baiting you, but like something? I don't... No, I was just wondering, actually.
No, not really. Just like the same old grind. It's actually Vivid.
Oh, yeah.
Starting tonight, that we're recording, but it'll probably be over by the time this episode's out.
True.
And so I'm dancing a hell of a lot more during Vivid. And we'll have to organise a time that we can go see it.
Yeah.
It's always like, I feel like every year it's always really underwhelming. Apart from last year, I feel like they really stepped it up. So I'm keen to see what they do this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to go on like a Wednesday when it's like chill.
Yeah.
Because on a Saturday, I remember I went last year and I literally like almost died from anxiety because there were so many people.
Yeah, and probably not this first week because that'll be
No, not
fucked.
at all.
Everyone will go the first week.
My mum's coming to Sydney to watch my show like during Vivid with Jan, and then like Connor and Jack are coming on as well, and everyone's going to think that they're like, did I already say this?
I don't think so. No,
Everyone's
I just think
gonna
it's so
think
sweet
that
that
they're,
Jack's
like-
seen the show like so many times.
I know. Well, because he's like, Connor gets to go, I want to go too. And I'm like, okay,
Gets
well, I'll book
FOMO.
you a ticket. But like Mum and Jan are going to look like they've got like their sugar babies or like their boy toys.
Yeah,
'cause
that's so
Jack and Connor are
funny.
going to be with them.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Mum wants to come so we can watch Tina Turner the musical. Did you hear that she passed away?
I did see that.
Isn't that wild? And it's while the musical is on in Sydney. That's gonna go gangbusters.
Wow.
But also, like, surely they take a week off out of respect, right?
I think so.
Like, they haven't. It was only announced that she passed away yesterday. So, like, I don't know if they've like made any decisions. But like, surely they don't just like go on stage that night.
I didn't even know
and,
it was a
pretend to be her.
musical.
Yeah, there's Oh, I don't know her name, but one of the little village babies is playing like young.
Is it
teen.
about her life or is it about
I have no idea.
it's just got her songs in it?
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, it's called Tina Turner the musical, so it must be about her life.
Okay.
But like, surely
So
they
she
don't,
must be the main character, I guess.
surely they don't though. Like she doesn't like pass away and then they just like go on stage pretending to be her that night. Like, surely that's a bit poor taste, right? Do you think, or is it like a celebration?
People have booked tickets. Like
Yeah.
the show must go on, literally.
That's true.
You know?
Anyway, Mum's like hounding me to book because now she's scared it's going to sell out. Cause
Yeah, it probably will.
maybe I'll deal with that today.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, shall we get into the segment? Speaking
Yes.
of, you're on the grind for Europe.
Yes. So we're going to do like a little segment of what to pack for hot girl traveling,
Yeah.
because I'm in the midst of buying some stuff, trying to figure out what the best packing thing is. And I assume that a lot of you guys listening are probably like going on holiday, whether you're going to Europe or like a lot of people are going to Bali, Fiji,
Yeah.
like for this, our winter, everyone else's summer. And we thought we'd do a little, what to pack.
Yeah. You're going to have to take the...
written
Oh,
on
yeah,
here.
sorry. You're going to have to take the reins with this one, Abby,
Yeah.
because I will not be going to Europe. But I think I'll just agree with
You'll agree
you.
with some things, and it might spark some other things from you. Okay, so the first thing I've been seeing on TikTok is everyone is doing these massive
Sorry, can we pause
shit.
for a second? Sorry, I got distracted because we just got this email.
Anyway, so I've been seeing all this stuff on TikTok about chicks doing these massive clothing hauls, like Europe clothing haul.
I've seen these too.
And I'm like, and then it's freaking me out. I'm like, should I be doing a big order of clothes and stuff like that? And then I'm like, wait, they're just being stupid because now they're going to Europe with their suitcase fully packed with all these fucking Glassons shit. And I'm not shitting on Glassons, I love it. But like, you can buy way better stuff in Europe.
Yeah.
Like, and you're taking all your little Glassons and Supre stuff.
It doesn't make any sense. Also,
It
like,
kind of pisses me off.
no, I agree. It's like, it seems like just an excuse to shop.
Yes.
But I always think like my nice clothes, right? Like, Australia has seen them, you know, but
Yeah.
like Europe hasn't seen them.
Yeah, I know. And like, the thing is, I think they're sick of their clothes.
Right.
But the thing is, like, what if you buy a whole bunch of stuff and you're like, I'm going to pack it. But then when you're over there, you like haven't worn it before and then you wear it and you're like, oh my God, this looks so bad on me. And now you're stuck with it for the whole trip.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's silly. You're allowed to, I feel like the slate cleans itself when you go overseas. Like,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as outfit repeating.
And like, don't get me wrong, I did just post a Europe haul, but it was like kind of stuff what I'm going to be talking about now is like essential things.
Yeah. No,
But
that's
also
true.
like everyone's freaking out about like, oh, you got to buy this, you got to buy this, you got to buy this. But it's like, if you don't have it, it's
You'll
not like
survive.
Europe is another planet. You can go and buy it there.
Yeah.
Like if you forget to buy a travel adapter, like a PowerPoint adapter,
Yeah.
you can buy one there.
Yeah.
Like everyone's freaking me out.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's for no good reason.
It's actually nuts. I really feel like there are going to be 0 people in Australia.
I think so too. There's going to be like tumbleweeds on the street.
Literally. I genuinely think I'm going to be the only 20-year-old girl left in Australia.
And like, oh my God, I can't even imagine trying to walk down the street.
It's going to be so busy.
I really wish I went last year or next year, not this year.
Why is this year so...
Yeah, so I was thinking about that. And then I think it's because we had those 2 or 3 years of COVID. Last year was the first kind of like year that people went to Europe. And because it happened so quick, like because we got out of the lockdown end of the year before kind of, it was basically like a couple months to decide if you want to go.
That's true.
And then the people that had the money were like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And I remember it's still a bit like, oh,
and it was a bit like,
is it
oh
going to
my
be
God,
okay?
you're going to Europe. Like I knew 2 people going to Europe.
Yeah. And I remember we were still scared that like it could relapse.
Yes. But then this year is the first like actual attainable year that like people last year saw people going and being like, okay, I'm going to go next year and I'm going to start saving now.
Yeah.
And so everyone's going.
Literally.
And I feel like next year will be more chill.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, maybe people are just like so excited because we finally are allowed to go again.
Yeah. It's
anyway.
Wild. So first thing, sleeping mask.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely for like hostels because people like switch the lights on when it's like 2 a.m. and you're like trying to sleep and stuff. Going without earplugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got like a carry-on backpack. But one specifically that has a piece of material on the back of it that slots onto your like suitcase.
Good idea.
Yeah. So that like when you're having to carry both, you don't have to have your backpack on your shoulders. You can just slot it onto your suitcase.
Yeah,
you know?
good call.
And I see so many people being like, should we do a big backpack or should you do like a suitcase? And I'm like, suitcase all the way. Like there's no way that you want to carry 25 kilos on your back. Like imagine holding your suitcase for 25 kilos.
Yeah.
For like 25 kilo suitcase for like a 10-minute walk.
I suppose the only issue would be those like cobblestone streets.
Yeah, but you just deal with it for 10 minutes and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know? And I've seen all these TikToks of chicks like falling over and got these massive bruises because their backpack was so heavy. And you know, on like the weight, like you topple over. Yeah, like I think that a backpack is the most stupid thing ever, honestly.
That's fair.
Unless you're hiking, you don't
like
need
proper
a backpack.
backpacking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah. And then I got compression packing cubes and like all these little bitches are getting packing cubes. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But you got to get compression ones because the whole reason for it is to like compress your clothes.
Yeah.
Because otherwise if they're just normal packing cubes, they take up the same amount of space, you know?
How many kilos do you have?
So it's 30 international, but there's some flights we have like between countries and cities that is 23 kilos.
Right.
Yeah. So really no more than 23. Yeah. And I'm going to pack my suitcase half full, like literally, because I know that I'm going to want to buy so much stuff there. Yeah.
When I was coming back from the Gold Coast, there was this couple in front of me and they were having an argument with the Jetstar staff because they were on like an international, like they were going somewhere internationally. They must have flown to the Gold Coast and then they were flying to Sydney and then they were flying Sydney to wherever they're going.
Yeah.
And their other 2 flights allowed 14 kilos carry on. And they had 14 kilos carry on each. And the Jetstar lady was like, no.
Jetstar's like, they're like, nope.
Literally. And I was stressing because I only had carry on because I was only there for 3 nights. But it's so fucking easy to hit 7 kilos.
Yeah.
So technically mine was like 8.5. And I had my puffer jacket on and I like hid my handbag under my puffer jacket because I have like my laptop and stuff in it. That's already like, anyway. And I just like looked at her really sweetly and then she like kept moving and it was fine because I was so sure they were going to charge me. But they were having a full on domestic and she was like, yeah, but you've got to check like like each flight you have to like obey their, which I guess makes sense. But like, just I was pretty like full on about it.
I don't get how they are like so uptight about like you can only have this amount of kilos and blah, blah, blah. But and they do it because of the plane weight. But you can buy bags.
And this is something I was thinking about yesterday. So because my bag was a little over, I was wearing 4 shirts, right? I had a t-shirt over the top and I had 3 tops underneath because I was just trying to like wear as much as I could. But like, yes, okay, plain mate, I fully understand that. But like then, and I don't mean to be like insensitive about this, but like some big bulky roidsy guy,
weighs
and
double you,
yes. So like,
so you should
shouldn't
be able
I
to
get a few extra kilos? Like,
yeah. So that's what like I used to. Look, my mum has this thing about like people should be allowed 150 kilos each or something like that. And so then if you're like a bulkier, like musclier dude, I don't know how to explain it.
I get what you mean. Like that's your total allowance, including your body weight.
But it's not fair if you've got someone who's like Connor, who's like 6'8", they naturally weigh
that's true
a hell of a lot more than you know.
I know why they don't do it. Like people would be in uproar, but like if I can like put all this stuff on my body to like, and I had like my laptop charger in my pocket and shit, so I was trying to like if I can do all of that, like it's the same weight as going on the aeroplane. Yeah, you know.
I don't get it. It's all about money, so you can pay to
literally
book more bags and whatnot. Okay, next one is air tags. I know it might seem a bit extreme, but I've seen TikToks of people putting an air tag in their luggage and then they've lost their luggage, the flight. And the dude has like gone onto his phone and been like, oh, it's in, like, I can see it, it's in the airport. And the like flight people are like, oh no, sorry, your luggage is lost. Like, we're going to reimburse you for your luggage and that's it. Like, we're not going to look for it basically. And he's like, no, I can see it. It's here. Like, I don't want the reimbursement. I want my luggage. And they were basically like, no, we're not like searching for it. We've already looked. We can't find it. And then he was like, literally take my phone and go like ping it because it's like out the back somewhere. Anyway, they ended up finding it. But like if he didn't have an air tag in it,
he'd be fucked.
He would have never seen that luggage again.
That's so scary. It's pretty common too. People losing their luggage.
So Amazon have this like deal, a 4-pack for $140. And normally they're about $50 each. So you save like $60. So I just bought a pack of 4 and then we split it with 4 of us.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Shower shoes, because hostels...
Shower shoes must be worn.
Hostels are yucky.
Yep.
Very yucky.
Yeah, you don't want fucking feet warts.
Yes. Oh God, imagine having like fungus.
And like, you just know that those random stay in the hostel are peeing in the shower.
Yeah, no, they're probably shitting in the shower. Yeah. Okay, this one is like really good. And I don't know how, I must have seen a TikTok because I was like, how did I think of that? But a 3-meter phone cord, because when you're in a hostel or something, the power plug's not always near your bed. And if you want to like go on TikTok before bed, which like, hello, I'm going to do that, then you need like a 3-meter phone cord.
Also, if you're like sharing a room with randoms, you don't want like your phone just like chilling over the other side of the room.
Yeah, exactly. And then like the alarm goes off in the morning and you got to get up and like climb down the bunk and like shit like that. Going with that is an international plug. Plug that baby in. A bag lock, but specifically a bag lock with the flexi lock, because sometimes when you got to lock up your stuff in a locker, it's like a weird angle, or it could be smaller or bigger hole. You know what I mean?
Good idea.
Travel cards. You can do your own research with like which one suits you best. But like for me, a Wise card was the best one.
Is that like a debit card situation?
It's like a travel card. Yeah. So you like load money onto it, convert the currency, and then you just tap away. Toothbrush cover, which sounds silly, but like
international poo particles.
Yeah, exactly. And then like you don't want it just chilling in your bag. Yeah. And then you don't want it just chilling in your toiletries bag and it's touching your makeup brushes and then you're brushing your teeth with that. Ew. So like toothbrush covers, literally it was $5 for a 5-pack. Like it was so cheap. Don't forget a SIM card. Like I found this, well actually Connor found this one. It's an app that you can download on your phone. So it's like an electronic SIM card instead of actually having to take your SIM out and then keep it and not lose it for the month that you're gone. So basically you choose like what plan you want, like how many days, and it's only data though. So it's like unlimited data, and you can use like Facebook or WhatsApp to call and text people instead of using your actual calls and texts. Also, when you get like a real SIM to put in your to put in your phone, your phone number changes and stuff, and like it's a bit annoying. So you can get an electronic SIM. I think that's quite smart.
Yeah.
A towel, but like a microfiber one, because it'll roll up really small, and then people don't think about it, but you're going to need a beach towel and a bath towel.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want to be like cleaning yourself with the towel that was on all the pebbles that everyone walked on. Yeah. You know? And some hostels don't provide towels, and if they do, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay, this one was a bit gimmicky, and I was kind of mad at myself for buying it, but I was like, whatever. So basically, they're like laundry detergent sheets. It's like a sheet of it. Kind of looks like a blotting paper.
Right, yeah.
And you can like, so say you don't have a washing machine and you need undies or socks or something like that. You just get like a little Ziploc baggie and put water in it and put your undies and socks. And then you put one of these laundry sheets in and then just shake the shit out of the bag and then just hang your undies up overnight. And then they're dry and washed. I
saw a girl on TikTok doing a Europe haul, but hers was like stuff that she actually needs. And she had them, but they're like, they look like those little, the mint, you know those little sheets that you put on your tongue?
Yes,
they look like that. And she had them for laundry and for body wash.
Oh, body wash, that's smart.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I bought those, and like, because we're staying in some Airbnbs that have washing machines, and I'm sure that we'll need to do like some washing. But, excuse me. I was like, in case we're in a hostel and I like run out of undies, or maybe I like shit my pants 10 times and I need like all these undies washed, you know?
Gotta always be prepared for pants shitting.
And like, I'm the kind of person that wears like 2 undies a day. Yeah. You know?
Keep it fresh.
And I don't want to pack 50 pairs of underwear. Yeah, fair. You know? So I thought that was quite smart. A little gimmicky, but smart. I also got this little silicone makeup brush holder. So it's like yay big and it's small, it's silicone, and it opens up and it's like magnetic. Yeah, cool. So it closes. But I just thought that like I'm only going to take like 4 brushes, you know.
Essentials.
Yeah. But I don't want them in my new makeup bag that like Connor got me this nice one for my birthday. I don't want it in that like getting all my foundation on the bag and then like also like, but this was before I had a toothbrush cover, but like my toothbrush was going to be in there and stuff. And so I was like, I think I just need a little separate teeny thing to shove in there and then we'll be sweet.
Yeah, good call.
That's a bit gimmicky, but I thought it was pretty smart. All right, this one I think is pretty smart. Hydrolytes. Because we're going to be jet lagged. You're going to be dehydrated from all the traveling. Yeah. Hungover. Yeah. I think like I'm just going to take a Hydrolyte every day. Yeah. As like before my morning coffee, I haven't decided if I want to do like the pills of it or if like I do like sachets or something. But I'm going to be taking Hydrolyte every day. Yeah. You don't want to lose a day to a hangover. No. Oh, you'd be kicking yourself, wouldn't you? I know. Yeah. And then also like, you know how like traveling constipates you? Sure. It's because you're like dehydrated from being up there in the air and whatnot. And I feel like if you're just hydrating yourself, you're not going to have poopy issues. Yeah. Yeah. Going along with that, I've got travel sickness tablets. Yeah. Because those ferries, one ferry is 9 hours. Oh my God. And it's like over the fucking 7 seas. It's like in the middle of the ocean. It's not like because it's between the cluster of islands and a country. Oh my God. Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah. It's going to smell like vomit on there. Yeah. But like, I don't want to be sick and I get quite like seasick or motion sick. And then here's a couple of random things just to pack. A pillowcase. Yep. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, so I feel like just chuck it on top of the other pillowcases, you know? Yep. A tote bag for the beach. Yep. You know, because what are you going to do? Empty your big backpack and take that to the beach? Not cute. And then I feel like we're going to be going to the beach and then like going to walk to the markets. Maybe I want to buy something. So like I feel like packing a tote bag, but like squishing it up in your luggage is quite smart.
On that, there are some excellent tote bags available at www.theaameeting.com if you're interested. They're an excellent size and they'd be perfect for Hot Girl Europe.
I'm literally going to take my one to Europe.
There you go.
It's really gross though. First. I kind of want a new one.
Now's the time to order, babes.
I think so.
If you missed out on the discount code last week, then you suck. Thanks, bye.
And then my last thing was a beach towel, which I kind of touched on before. Yeah. Not like a big one.
Those Turkish ones would be good?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I ended up with this beach towel in the move, and I don't think it's mine.
Okay.
Well, it's not. I've never bought it, but I have it. And it's a really thin, I think like the Turkish one. Is it yours?
It might be, but you can have it.
But I'm taking it to Europe.
Black and white?
It's like black and white stripe, but like with a pink as well.
It might be mine, but you can have it. I've got another one.
Okay, so I'm taking that one to Europe because it rolls up to nothing, and I can take that one on the beach, and then I've got my microfiber towel to like wash my body.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
Wow, so exciting. It's getting real now.
I know. I hope those were kind of useful.
Yeah.
Because those were all things that I didn't even think of. And then like as time has gone on, it's like in a notes thing on my phone. I've just added things to it and been like, wow, I didn't even think that I should bring a tote bag for like walking around during the day in case I want to buy things and shit, you know?
God, what did we do before TikTok?
I don't know. I saw this TikTok of a girl being like, just dropped my boyfriend off to the airport and he didn't buy anything to prepare for the trip. Like he just packed what he had at home. Like he's of a different breed, you know? But like we all used to do that when I would go on holidays with my family. I wouldn't buy shit before.
No, you just think about, I'll probably need this.
Yeah.
And it was always like it was the same with like festivals and stuff. Like you just do the first one and be like, okay, next time we'll need this. Yeah. And you'd like copy what other people had. Yeah. But like,
no, he didn't do an order of new clothes. He didn't go and do an Amazon order, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
If you are doing shopping hauls for Europe, then like, good for you. I just don't understand how you can afford a whole Europe trip and a whole new wardrobe.
I know.
Like, that's the big thing for me. Like, save your money for when you're over there.
Yeah, because the stuff that you're going to find over there in, like, the little boutique-y stores or, like, markets or even, like, the girls and I are going to go vintage shopping in, like, Amsterdam and Paris. They're not going to be, like, salvos and shit. Yeah. It's, like, designer vintage.
My God, I saw this TikTok the other day of this girl who went to this vintage flea market, I think in Italy. And, like, her haul was unbelievable.
Like the leather jackets and stuff. Oh, I can't wait. So, like, all these girlies are buying all this stuff. And I'm like, literally, when you get there, you're going to want to throw away everything that you've bought. Yeah.
But anyway, good luck to you all.
Each to his own.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah. Oh, if you see Abby in Europe, go on up and say
Please
hello.
give me a hug and ask me if I'm okay. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to have a mentee bee when I'm there.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And if you do see Abby, can you take a photo and send it to me? Because I'll be the only 20-year-old in Australia and I need something to keep me going. No, you'll be fine. It'll be probably a bit overwhelming, but you're with two people that you know very well.
Oh, yeah.
Like
we'll be fine. I think I'm just going to have a mentee bee because I'm going to be like, one day I'm going to be really tired, really hungry, really hungover, and we have to travel 12 hours that day. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm so excited to hear all about it.
I know. Me too.
Not long now. I'm sure you'll have some fun stories.
Yeah,
like I was just thinking that when you were telling me this, I was like, I wonder what not that anything's going to go drastically wrong, but I wonder what the big funny story will be.
And then like also when I get back being like, oh, I shouldn't have packed this, or like make sure you pack this. And
that's good actually. Yeah, you'll have
I'll have some good
advice.
Tips.
Yeah. Anyway, ick or tick?
Ick or tick.
This is our segment. Sorry, I keep playing footsies with you.
No, you're right.
This is our segment where you guys send in little things that your situationship or friend or special friend has done, and we say whether they are a green flag or a red flag, essentially. Yes. Do we usually keep them anonymous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Men organising something and you not knowing. For example, I've booked us a table for dinner at 7. Now, the person who submitted this has put what they think it is, whether it's an ick or a tick. What do you reckon?
I mean, I think it's a tick in the sense that he's been like, we're going to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because that's like, oh, that's nice. Like, I
Yeah.
don't have to think about it. But it's not necessarily an ick, but it's like, I'm nosy and I want to look up the menu and I want to know what
am I
we're
gonna
eating,
wear?
what am I going to wear, what's the vibe. So I feel like it would be an absolute tick if he was like, we're having dinner at Gnocchi Gnocchi Brothers in Newtown at 7.
Yes.
I'll pick you up. Yeah. Like, I think that's great because then I can be like, oh,
Bit of
that's what we're
initiative.
doing. Yeah. Because I'm not into surprises.
Okay, fair. She has put it as a tick.
Yeah.
I think that's good. He shows some. I hate the whole. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. You plan it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think it's a tick. I think it would only be an ick if it's like.
Or if it's like dinner at my mom's place.
Yeah, or if it's really early on. Okay, I think this is a me thing. But like, if I have planned to have a night in, that's it. I'm having a fucking night in.
Yeah.
Like, you can't take that away from me. It's like, if I know I'm having a day off and I get called into work, nothing will make me more pissed off because like, that's my time. You know? Yeah. So like, if we haven't actually like said that we're hanging out and he's like, I've booked us a table at 7.
Oh,
that's I'd be
off.
like, no, you haven't.
I'm standing you up.
Yeah. You're going on your own because that's my me time.
Yeah.
That would be an ick for me. Because then I would be like, he's being insensitive about my me time. And I know that he's trying to be nice, but like, fuck off.
No, I agree.
Yeah. When he rides a bike.
Is he wearing a helmet? Is he being safe?
Yeah.
A push bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an ick.
Yeah, I thought you'd find this icky. I think if it's like for fitness.
That's even ickier.
Really? Okay.
If he's in a spin class, it's okay.
Okay.
But if he's cycling in the unitard.
Oh, yeah, no, if he's got the get up, that's an ick.
Yeah.
And he's like, on the fucking, nothing pisses me off more than when you're driving and they're in the middle of the fucking road indicating with their arms.
And they think that they can keep up with the car.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
you can't.
If I put my foot down
little
a little,
legs,
you're in
those
trouble.
little legs aren't as fast as my car.
No, like the full cyclist get up is an ick. I think if he's like riding his bike to go get milk and eggs. Actually, I don't know.
I think it's icky when it's their own bike.
Okay.
Because it's like, you chose to own that and you chose that to be your mode of transport.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a Lime bike, I feel like it's kind of fun and you're like, ooh, I might get the bike to go home or like to go run this errand.
Yeah, I think that's
I feel
fine.
like that's okay.
Or if you're like riding bikes like along the beach or something together, it's okay.
Oh, if you're doing it too, it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you just happen to see them in the city ride past you on a bike and you didn't know that they were going to be there, like that's really icky. Imagine that on their own bike that they've purchased with their own money.
Yeah, fair.
And they have their own bell and their own lights that are flashing.
Okay, if they've got flashy lights and tassel handles, then we're talking about something else here. Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad that the verdict's out on that one.
Yeah.
I think that's what we'll do today because this episode's a little longer than we've been doing recently.
Yes.
Shit we don't understand?
Yes.
Today I'm guessing how they measure the UV index. Because that has become an important tool for us in Hot Girl Summer.
Yes.
I can never remember what's the ideal UV.
Like a 10 is like you're going to be tan in 20 minutes.
Right. Is 10 the highest?
No, I don't know what the highest is, but it's gone up to like a 12 and a 13 before.
Oh, okay.
And
that's like dangerous?
I mean, it's all dangerous being in the sun. But like, if it's a 12, I'm putting on sunscreen. Yeah. And that says a lot because that's bad. But like, normally if I tan, I'm like, it's like an 8 to a 10 and I'm like just doing 20 minutes each side. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? But if it's 12, I'm going to put sunscreen on.
Fair.
God, there's been a 43 UV.
Holy fuck.
In Bolivia.
Wait, say that again because I don't think
in Bolivia, the highest UV ever in the world was 43.3.
Holy shit.
You would burn to a crisp if you walked outside.
Literally. You'd have to like close all your windows. That's unreal. Is Bolivia a hot country? Must be. If they can get to that.
They must be like I don't want to say it because I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
Okay, so like, wait, let me read it again to make sure Okay.
Okay. I have no idea. Okay, wait. I'm guessing how they measure it, right? Or what it is.
Oh.
I don't mind because I don't know anything about it.
Just like, how is UV? Yes, how it's measured.
Okay.
So how do they go? Today is a 10 of UV. Like, how do they get to that point?
So, I'm thinking, because it's got to be a measure of like obviously it's a measure of the intensity of the UV rays. So it's got something to do with temperature, maybe. Like maybe because like today's a cold day, and when I looked at my weather app, it was a UV of 1, and it's not a sunny day. It's very overcast and rainy and miserable. But does temperature play into it somehow? Am I on the right track? Or it doesn't matter? Could it be UV?
I'm sure it will. It will, of course, but it doesn't say temperature. Okay.
Is it like some little devicey thing that like I'm picturing like a solar panel kind of thing that like absorbs it and goes, this is this number?
Yes, it's not a solar panel, but it is. I mean, it is a solar panel, but they call it something else.
Have I heard of it?
Yeah, it starts with an S as well.
Solar. Is it solar something?
No.
Sonic something?
It's really simple. Like, we have them in our cars. Like when you park your car. Like, what's beeping?
Sensor.
Yeah.
My car does not do that, for the record, but
neither did mine. But like most cars too, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so there's some kind of sensor. Is it like, are they common? Like, are they just littered around the place, or is it like?
So they're all around everywhere, apparently.
Okay.
So that they can get different. So you know how like maybe on the top of a mountain, it's going to be a different UV. So they're all around different, levels of below and above sea level. You know.
Yeah. Okay. There are little sensors around the place. Wait, what am I missing right now? So
that's a start.
Okay.
Sensors all over the place that measure the sunlight in different. There's a word there that we need.
In different. Measure the sunlight in different locations.
Not locations. It's like. You know how the sunlight's different in each area. Maybe there's clouds in the way, which would affect the...
What does this word start with?
W.
In different... I can see you telepathically trying to tell me.
Yeah, I'm saying it in my head for you.
In different weather zones?
No.
Is the first word weather?
No.
In different...
What was I doing with my hand just then?
Waves. Wavelengths.
Yes.
Okay. Wouldn't have got that. So, there are sensors about the place measuring sunlight in different wavelengths.
Yes.
So, there's more than this?
So, that determines the UV index of that area, the different wavelengths. And then they put that information... into what to then give us the number, you know? It does go in like a lot more detail, but like I don't understand how the sensors work and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure. That information is then sent via Bluetooth to the government. And who's our Prime Minister right now? Albo. Albo sits there. And he goes, yes, 7 in Surrey Hills.
Mm-hmm.
I will let Apple know and they can put it on iPhones.
It's like, I mean, not that, but like basically, yeah, then it's translated to computers and put into like their graph thing. And then like, because there's that amount of wavelength, it's equal to this number on the UV.
Is it like, I don't know if you're going to know the answer for this, but like, okay, these wavelengths. So like, are they like faster when it's higher or like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference?
It doesn't say, but I would assume that like when it's a clear, no clouds, really hot temperature day, the wavelengths would be more direct.
Yeah, they're not intercepted. Whereas if it's like cloudy and rainy,
if it's cloudy, rainy, it's being intercepted. And also if it's just like not as hot, maybe it has something to do with how quick, or like maybe it is waving a little. I don't know. But yeah, and then the reason that Australia has like, you know, stronger wavelengths is because we're closer to the top of Australia, because we're closer to the equator.
Yeah.
And so I think Bolivia is on the equator.
Right.
That's why it would have the strongest.
Yeah, because it'd be hot as fuck there then.
The strongest UV and whatever.
Genuinely, like.
And that's why the Gold Coast UV is like insane compared to here.
Yeah.
Because it's closer. And I think there's a hole in the ozone layer above the Goldie.
Yes. That genuinely was like so not interesting. Like,
I know, it was really boring.
Like I really could have gone my whole life without. Actually, no. I'd like to know where these sensors are.
Yeah, it's like, is it like NBN where it's in the ground, or is it like on the top of a cell phone tower kind of a thing?
Yeah, they've got to be in like public domain.
Yeah, and because it's like different in every suburb, I guess.
Yeah.
Are they everywhere, or do they just have one for Sydney?
Yeah. No, it's got to be.
Or do they just estimate? Oh, this one's closer to the beach, so this one would be.
I gotta look it up. I want to know what they look like. UV.
UV sensors.
UV sensor images. What? Sensor. Public. It's just showing me like at home UV sensors, which I don't know why you would need that.
Oh, because then you can see what it is exactly where you are.
Yeah, I guess. But like why? Who cares? Oh, and then you can have like ones to put on your body that check things. Like, don't people do UV shit for their fertility?
Probably.
Is that a thing? Like,
I don't know.
Like apparently how warm your body is. I don't know. It's all very... Okay, it doesn't want me to know. I think it's a government secret.
Right. I'm thinking little like cyborgs.
Yeah.
That like roll around.
Literally picturing like little
solar
panels about this big, just like in the bushes.
Yeah.
So we can't see them.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. They've got to be like... I reckon they'd be...
On top of a building somewhere.
Yeah, like CCTV cameras around. Like sitting on top of that or something, I reckon. Anyway, sorry that one wasn't very interesting.
Mm.
Question of the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I actually do have one. It's a bit random, but when I was driving to pick Abby up from the station this morning, they were talking about on the radio, you know how the first aid... Sorry, I don't know why I'm sitting like this. I'm really comfortable.
That's okay.
The first aid song is Staying Alive.
Yes.
But then apparently... So then they were doing like a version this morning, and someone messaged in saying that they were going to do their first aid certificate today, and they were going to use that song instead of Staying Alive because they wanted that song in their head all day or something. I don't know. Anyway, and then they were talking about how like, why is it that it's staying alive and blah, blah, blah. And then someone messaged in saying that the rate that you have to do the chest compressions is like between something and something.
Is the beats per minute. Because there has to be 30 chest compressions within a minute, and the beats of that is there's 30.
Is perfect. Yeah, it was something. It's like it's between 100 and something and 120 or something, and
BPM.
And they were saying how Flowers by Miley Cyrus is 118, so technically you could use that too. Anyway, so then that got me thinking. What song? First, I was like, what song would I want as to like be doing chest compression to? But then I was thinking, if I was like out to it and being revived, what song would I want to wake up and they're like singing as they're doing their chest compression?
Forever by Chris Brown.
Go. Can you sing it?
It's like I waited my whole life for just one night.
Yeah, nice.
It's gonna be me, you, and the dance
I reckon you'd
floor.
fall in love if you woke up and someone
Yeah.
was singing that and
Prince Charming.
like holding your tits. I was actually thinking, now I don't think I would want someone to do this to me, but if I was doing the chest compressions, I would do like bangarang because then when they wake up, they'd think they're having a fucking stroke or something because they're like, bang, I'm gonna bitch you. Don't do that.
That's terrible. They'd probably die
That's true.
when they woke up. Like
That's
you
true.
revived them, but then they're dead again.
Also, I'm sure bangarang would be too fast. Oh no,
Yeah.
actually. Bangarang.
I
Someone's, like,
remember
beatboxing.
literally being in like year 8 art class, and you know how you could listen to music? I would have Bangarang on full volume, and I'm like fucking drawing a flower or something. Like, what the fuck? Why were we all so into Skrillex?
I don't know. That song went wild, and I don't think I really liked it that much, but everyone else did, so I felt like I had to. Anyway, yeah, okay. So those are some options. Let me think. I'm dead. I open my eyes. I want like
I think I want like you are the music in
a bit of High
me.
School Musical.
Na 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 na.
Yeah.
And I can join in like, oh.
Yeah, that's good. The music brings you back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, oath. Or like I'm trying to think of like a celebration song. It's like Welcome Back to Life.
Like celebrate good time.
But I need something that's like no, I want hello. Is it me you're looking for?
That one's a bit creepy.
That's true. I'm thinking more
I
I
want,
join
like,
in.
Tiptoe through the window.
No, then you just choose to pass out again.
Oh no, I want staring at the blank
Oh,
page before
yeah,
you.
I go
And
off.
I'm like rising. Open up the dirty window, and they start levitating.
Yeah.
And the sun, you know.
That's good. Or they start, let's go girls. And then I open my eyes, down.
Yeah.
That'd be excellent.
Feel like a woman.
All good options. Or the Pina Colada song, because I really just get loose for
Or
that.
tequila. I love tequila song.
Yeah, because then
Tequila.
like it takes you a bit to come back,
Yeah.
and then you're awake.
And your
for
first
tequila.
word could be tequila.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, nice. No, I do like that. Well, that was fun.
I think that's pretty good, guys.
Thanks for tuning into another one.
We might leave it there today.
Yeah.
We hope you're having a great week, and please jump online, buy our merch. You just missed the sale. So
That really
sucks to be you. Please follow us on everything, like all the shit, and make sure you send in your icks or ticks to be featured on the episode.
Absolutely.
Bye, besties, and stay sexy. Bum 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 bum.
This is the AA meeting. Welcome to our podcast.
Fuck. I said the.